Hello, YouTube. Okay, so we've got that set up here. And then I'm also going to get going on the vertical stream, which I should be set right here. Yep. Public. And then, okay, just give it one moment here. Oh no, it is not working on shorts. Let me see if I can fix that here. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. Bonjour, howdy. Here we go. Oh, I forgot to move my chat. Let me drop that down here. Okay, sweet. So now we're gonna mess with just a couple of quick settings here. Vertical output. Now that's set up, it's just not working. Very cool. So it should be working, but it looks like it doesn't want to, which is cool. Very interesting. Let me try this. Let me mess with a couple of other things. Okay. Hello. You know what? It's not working right now for the shorts, which is fine. We're just gonna leave it for now. Honestly, not a huge deal. But where did the bonjour message come from? So I'm not seeing it on the YouTube stream. Oh, you know what? That's Twitch, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, just kidding. I get most of what's happening right now. You know what? Let's just do it on the vertical and horizontal here. Okay. So now I should actually have a shorts um vertical stream, but it's just not like super vertical actually. On YouTube, did you select in the settings? You know what? My friend might have just cracked the code on what's happening here. Let's do this. Let's mess with some stuff. I realize I maybe should have named these two different things. Shoot, I don't know which one's which. Um, let's see here. We're gonna mess with some stuff. Current level settings. Let's see. Create highlight. I've never done vertical. No biggie. Just this. Oh, don't tell me this doesn't work. Bummer. Okay, whatever. I have greetings from New Zealand. Howdy. T Wizzle from New Zealand. What's the time difference? That sounds to me really far. Uh I realize there's actually time difference between What time is it in New Zealand? 6:50. Oh, okay. Not terrible. You guys are ahead of us. I would have never guessed. Rings from your front door. Knock knock. Howdy howdy. Yeah, you're out there. You'll hang it out. Okay. Oh, I realize I actually don't have this clicked here. Let's do this. Show that. In case that does decide to work. There we go. Perfect. We're starting it with the Wordle. It's my daily game. I love to do it. I'm terrible at it. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with my favorite word to start with, ado. You get so many vowels in there, which is obviously the goal for me. Let's do minus, because that would fit perfectly. Plus, we get an N and an S in there, which I love to get. It's in neither of those, but there's actually some good information from that right there. So let's try a Reuben. Nope, because there's no N. A ruble. Let's do a... Ooh, what's a... Putrid would not fit, which was actually my next guess. Maybe we try... Let's see here. Hello, Swag Money 69. I love that name. Okay. So, check this out. What? Okay, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be some structure along the lines of that. Is there a word that fits within... Or is there a word that fits with this? Like true... No, nothing there. I don't want to spend too long on this. Last time I think I spent a minute. But if we can't get anything... I feel like there's a word with this kind of vowel and consonant structure, but I can't figure out what it is exactly. I don't think that's the word, but it would be helpful. What is it? No, that won't work. Nudio sounds real enough of a word. Okay, we're gonna get it. That was a much better guess than I expected. So we know it's... Oh, it's tulip, right? Almost certainly. Got it in 4. It's not in 3, but it's okay. We take those. And then let's go ahead and head over to connections, which is another daily that I love to do. This one's a little tougher. Also, let me know if the music's a little loud. I don't think it should be, but always let me know. So, now, I know what you might be thinking. Oh, they all end in uzzle. That's probably one of them. That is almost never the case. Unless it is, in which case I'd be really mad. But we're going to ignore that for now. IKEA furniture. Model. I'm going to guess it's like things you build yourself. Puzzles you build yourself. And a Lego set. I'm a genius. Things you assemble. Guzzle, which is to like drink. Pound down. To guzzle, to knock back, like you knock back a shot. I've never heard of any of these other terms. What is a proboscis? It's not cheating because I'm learning. An elongated, flexible appendage from an animal's head, mostly common the nose or snout. Okay, so like a nose? Especially when it's long and mobile. like the trunk of an elephant. Okay. Um, Very interesting. Or what's a rostrum? It's a big learning day today. Rostrum. A raised platform for public speaking. Okay. So we have what sounds like an elongated nose, a podium, essentially. Draw close. You have a beak, you have a proboscis, you have a... Is a nuzzle an animal thing? I guess it's like types of noses. No, okay, it is like nuzzle, the word. What's a swill? I don't know half the words on this one. Wash or rinse. Or to drink something. So maybe it is... What is it? Pound down? I am killing it today. Okay. I'm going to guess it's like things like holding something close to you. Which is hold tight, draw close, nuzzle, spoon. And then finally, we get whatever this last one is. Oh, snouts. Oh, a beak. How did I not get that? A muzzle? What animal has a muzzle? Yeah, because this is my first thought. The projecting part of the face, including the nose and the mouth of an animal such as a dog or a horse. Oh, I think I've heard of that, like the muzzle of a horse. That doesn't sound like insane. You know what? That was so much better. I think yesterday I spent 17 minutes on just the Wordle and didn't get it. I don't even remember what the answer was. I struggled forever and I ended up just not getting it, which was heartbreaking. But I mean, honestly, this is already such a huge advantage time wise. I have a couple of games that I had in mind today. Let me open this. You guys can't see this, yeah. We're gonna go to desktop. I said I have a couple of ones that came across my mind, and I thought, I was like, oh, this is a game I've either never played or I've put very little time into. I've got a decent list. One of them, where was it? Wasn't... I'm going blind. I like just bought it and just put it in here. So there's Slay the Spire, which is a game I have always heard such amazing things about, but I've never actually given it a shot. After Slay the Spire, we have... What was the other piece I was looking at? Not Repo. I've played plenty of Repo. Overwatch, which I was like, I haven't played the newest Overwatch stuff in a while, to be truthful. And then maybe there wasn't a third one. Oh, it was me considering starting to doing Bendy in the Dark Revival, which I think is the next one in the series. Let me see. Ink Machine game. Oh. It just gave me... Okay. Oh, I don't want AI mode. I'm good. Bendy and the Ink Machine game timeline. I'm loving this music. Okay, so... What is the chronological order of the Bendy games? I don't want like the story. Okay, you know what? Let me do it like this. Games in order. It's Bendy the Ink Machine, Bendy the Dark Revival, and then followed by any of the spin-off games you choose to play after. Okay, cool. And I have Bendy in the Dark Revival. So I'm trying to decide if that's what I want to go on tonight. We could do that. Bendy in the Ink Machine. Or sorry, Bendy in the Dark Revival. And then we have there's always Fortnite, which I love. And I'm actually having a lot of fun in this new season so far. Slay the Spire. You know what? Let's loosen up a little bit first with Some Fortnite. I like starting there. Maybe call me crazy, but I think it's actually a really fun season so far. Uh, at first I didn't super care for some of the mechanics. Like I do miss the battle bus still, but it's not like this is terrible. Okay. So I turn off and I see Bendy. I'm back. Did you hear Danny Phantom is coming to Fortnite? That seems great. I mean, no, because I guess I had Adventure Time like somewhat recently, like within the past year or two. Was Danny Phantom and you can they look chopped? Yeah, okay. That was gonna be one of my questions. Um, you can answer this better than I can because I never saw Danny Phantom aside from like maybe an episode or two. Uh, was Danny Phantom big like that? Like, I'm gonna buy their chop skins. I need them. No, I'm. Is it like officially out? Like, or not officially? Is there like leaks of? Let's see, Danny Phantom Fortnite. You know what? I didn't even finish typing and it autofilled for me. I wasn't born when it came out. I'm gonna buy their chop skins. I need them. I watched it was a baby. I didn't know the fans. Oh my gosh, this does look bad. Of course, I'm just seeing like a little screenshot here that could be totally fake. Um, and it's from Vice, so take that with a grain of salt. This looks whack as shit. It's not as big as Adventure Time, but it's still loved by people who watched it as a kid. I watched it as a kid and love it. No, I believe that it definitely still has a community, but I think the reason I specifically asked is because I was thinking they took their noses. They did. They did take the nose, and I don't know how to find the middle ground of like implementing cartoon into Fortnite without having it look really bad. But I feel like they always end up taking something. And the reason I was asking about the popularity thing is because my thought for a much easier skin, and maybe it would have been tough to kind of implement the amount of characters, would be regular show. If you were to put in like Mordecai, he's the perfect size for, I think, a Fortnite skin. Or Skips, you could have him be one of the muscle ones. Benson, Pops might be a little tough. Rigby might have to be a back bling, or maybe they would do the mech thing with him that I hate. They could have fixed them. Where's the nose Mordecai with Rigby Blackwing? That's exactly what I was thinking. Which is a little messed up because they're the same age. And in fact, that might be wrong. I believe Rigby is actually maybe a little older. Or you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of his relationship with his brother. Um, because I know he's the older of him and his brother, but everyone thinks he's younger because he's much shorter. They're ugly. Their nose away. I'm nervous about South Park. How are they gonna look? I think South Park almost definitely they're doing mechs, right? Like they're not. I mean, it was a little weird even when Family Guy did the. Let's go to Bumpy Bay. Uh, oh my gosh! I just realized. Am I even showing this on Twitch? No, I am not. Let's get that fixed here. Boom. Oh wow, everything is going poorly. Let's fix all of this. Okay. So now you can see Fortnite. Let's close that out. You can see that. Close that. We're gonna move the game down a little bit. And we're just gonna let the game kind of autoplay itself for a moment here. Yep, yep. Dun dun dun. Transform. Center it horizontally. And then we'll bring myself down just a bit here. Again, we are kind of letting this autoplay. And oh, and now that happened. Everything is going wrong. We're gonna do this, do that. Okay. We're back in Fortnite. I will fix all the streams in just a moment here. Okay. OBS looks good. I don't even think that that stream is working, so this is actually perfect. Bro, you're not showing Fortnite? Wait, I didn't hear they better do them well. You're not showing Fortnite. I did not mean to have. Oh my gosh, even chat on the left. Oh my goodness. There's so many things not working as I had originally intended for them to. Um, okay. So we're going to mess with chat. We're going to crop it to end there. Boom. Now it should all be working perfectly with zero problems. Okay, that was awful. That was so shameful. We're returning to lobby immediately. Let's see here. That was a little bit of a nightmare, I'm not going to lie. What is this? Little news van? Don't care for it, but all right. I really do want to switch to I have to turn off. Wait, the music's not playing. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking. But I don't even remember what I was talking about. Anything cool in the shop right now? I don't think so. What is this? I don't know. I thought I know that song. I am considering getting these for this guy here. I love his skin, and I don't use it very often, but I've always wanted like a full set for him. And I see they have the new like what do they call it? A sidekick for his set, which I think is called Space Explorers. Here we go. I'm gonna try increasing my DPS, because I noticed, Fleabag, when you were in here, I think you were like trying to fix something for me in OBS, and you like made a comment on how slow like my mouse moved, like just even across the screen, and I felt like so not like embarrassed, but I was like, oh, like to me I was like, this is a good speed. And then Marie also said something, and I think I've had another person say something, even like I think I was sharing my screen once, and they were watching me just do something, and the shame I feel, I'm like, I think I'm a decent gamer, so when someone's like, your mouse sensitivity is a little slow, yeah, I'm like, again, it's not terrible, right? Like I don't think it's that bad, but like if it's like 3 people have told me like what's wrong with it, uh I'm like, maybe it's time I like grow up a little. I know, but like in games I have it at like a decent level. So this might throw off everything for me forever. Because I've increased my DPS but haven't lowered my sensitivity. We're gonna try it. I know it is better to play this way. From my very minimal knowledge of competitive gaming, you have so sensitivity. I just use mine faster. Yeah, that's what I've heard is better. I don't know like if there's a cutoff point where like your DPS becomes too high or if your sensitivity can become too low. I'm sure there's 101 great YouTube essays out there explaining the difference between both of those. Oh yeah, it like drops these enemies when you pick up this katana, which I thought you like had to fight, but you can kind of just get away. Okay, I took fall damage, which I just fundamentally disagree with. But whatever, it's okay. Let's get right on up here. Okay. Goal is to win and get 10 kills. Not what I wanted to have happen, but okay. Oh, please die. Okay, now I pissed off the NPC. Okay. God damn it. Okay, we're just gonna try and heal and hope that whoever this is doesn't find us like right now. We're in a very vulnerable position. Oh man, I love the sniper. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Let's get our slurp up a little. No shame in it. Maybe that's why you have better aim. I'm a little everywhere when I play. I also, and I thought about this a lot recently. This is, I promise, somewhat relevant to what you're saying about aim. I love shooting, like in a video game. I love the feeling of it. Like that felt like crack right there. Okay, that was definitely a bot, but whatever. Um, it just feels so good, and there's such like an immediate response time. It's like, I think one of the few games I can play that I really like, or a few types of games that I really enjoy playing, where there is an immediate feedback onto like how I'm performing. Yeah, we're just not coming out from under here. That was embarrassing, and I should have done literally anything else. Let's go ahead and play again. But yeah, I realized, I think this morning I was thinking about like, what are my favorite games? And I got it down to a good list, and I'm like pretty confident in it. It's Hollow Knight, Celeste, and Inscription. None of which are games with shooting. They're all like, obviously Hollow Knight's just a game of difficulty. It's a Souls-like. And then for Celeste, that's all movement based, which I love good movement. I really appreciate it. I like big numbers in Genshin. Big numbers is another type of game that I love that I don't play as often anymore, but I used to be really addicted, and I kind of do mean addicted, to the game Adventure Capitalist on the phone. I used to play that, like sit and watch it, even though that's kind of not the point. You're supposed to like kind of let it go in the background. I used to like sit, ooh, excuse me, sit and watch the number go up because in my head, oh my gosh, it was just such a satisfying feeling. Ooh, okay, but what did I say? Oh, I said Hollow Knight. I love the difficulty. I love the vibe. The world building is done really well, I think. And what I say, Celeste is all movement based. And I think it's also very pretty. It's very vibrant. The colors and the music, it really does help you get in that like flow state. And then the reason I love Inscription is another thing of like I love the story. Am I going crazy, or are we on the battle bus right now? What happened? What? Why? Am I like not in normal Fortnite? Am I in like one of those other modes? I don't think so. I think I'm in normal Fortnite. I don't get what I did to cause this to happen, but okay. Yeah, battle bus. I don't know what I had done to have it return, or maybe now it's a thing of like 50-50, like maybe you'll join matches with the battle bus and maybe you join some. Did you hear John Hutcherson misses the battle bus too? I actually saw that like maybe 2 hours ago. Um, I think it's, and this is definitely like a little parasocial. So cool that he fucks with the battle bus, and which is funny because like I think for people like our age and kind of beyond, we're going to always look at him and be like, "Oh, that's the guy from the Finance of Freddy's movie." And obviously, there's I would say most of us who also recognize him as the guy from or what you call it, oh my gosh, from Hunger Games, and I don't know how many more celebrities we're going to get, like in our lifetime, who are recognized from two major different like generations. Are you kidding me? He had 11 health. That is so stupid. I hate him. Player 283, I hate you. Oh my gosh. I love Genshin because you can put a ton of effort to make a character really strong. But Big Numbers recently an update made my first ever main good again. I'm so happy. I feel like he's my friend. I see from Hunger Games. How dare you not know it off the bat? Hunger Games? Don't do PETA like that. I think I've seen the first 3 movies. I don't know if that's like accurate, but I remember watching the first one and being like, this is cool and I really like the concept. And then I don't remember the second or third. Maybe something happens in those movies that like would change my entire opinion about the franchise. I remember the first movie thinking this is really good and I'm really enjoying myself while watching it. But after like a month, I didn't really think about the movie ever again. Like honestly, I didn't. But I know a lot of people really, really like it. So I'm sure the series has some credit to it. I've just never seen what that credit was, right? Uh Again, I know there is just something I'm probably missing. What was it? Peter Malak. I was with an Australian accent. Like Josh Hutcherson is my friend through the Battle Bus. Yeah, he is. Almost certainly. He's just like us, right? You know how they say they not like us? He like us. The movies are amazing. I'm sure they are. Like I said, I'm certain there is some merit to it. The books are amazing. I think, and I hate saying this because I think it's a little cringe sounding. I feel like that's a series I would enjoy the books more. Um, and I can't quite tell you why. I've never really felt that way for a lot of series, but I'm like, yeah, I'd probably have a better time if I was reading it. Now we're back on the wave. Very interesting. The next round after. There's 4 movies and then a prequel and a new prequel movie coming out that I read the book for. And fries? I'm assuming you're meant to say um maybe you meant cried. That's gonna be my guess. But there's 4 movies and a prequel movie and a new prequel movie coming out. So what, that's a total of 6 movies. The books make things make more sense. That's how it is in like I think most things is like, oh, if you want to get to a deeper level, read the books. But if you want to like uh and the way I've always felt about it is like I've never like cried from reading a book. I guess I don't read a lot of like terribly sad books either. Um I think if I want a deeper emotional attachment, I would watch The Thing. If I want to have a deeper understanding, I would read the book. I think that's my general thing. Um, in most worlds, I don't feel like I need necessarily deeper understanding of what's going on. Um, like I'm sure there's many awesome details I've missed. Let's get over here, get some kills from a lot of great like film franchises because I never gave the book a try. But I've always felt like I've never felt that desire to be like, well, I got to see the source material. Like, literally never have I felt that way about anything in my life. Even like, okay, yeah, I figured we're gonna take some damage there. Like my favorite shows or like pieces of media ever, like One Piece. Uh, get. Oh, now this person sees that we're here. Okay, we got him. One Piece is like up there in my top 3 favorite series, and it has a very extensive manga, obviously. But I honestly will probably never read the manga. Like I highly, highly doubt it. I think I cried because I knew it. I knew what it would happen, and then I cried. I, in recent memory, have only cried to a couple pieces of media, and I wish I could cry more to things because I'm like, when you're crying, it's because you have such a like deep attachment to what you're like seeing, right? Like, I remember when I saw Avengers Endgame, and it might have even been Infinity War. No, it was Endgame. There's a guy there. He's about to try and start some shit. Okay, let's ready up. What was this thing? Oh, you have like deeper understanding. I remember when I saw Endgame, I saw it with two buddies, and I remember looking over. Maybe it was Infinity War. No, it was when Tony Stark died. I remember I'm watching the movie, and we have like terrible seats. We're in like I think we're in the very first row. So we're kind of watching the movie like this, and we're watching, and I remember like turning over because I heard a noise, and I saw that my buddy was crying, and he was sitting right next to me, and not like a little a tear falls, like he's trying to control how loud he is going to be from crying, because if he's not careful, the whole theater's gonna know, right? And not to say I thought it was funny, because that's really mean, and that's not how I felt about it. It was more so a matter of I don't know what to do. I've never seen someone cry in a public theater before, which in my head was just a funny concept. Um, Again, not making fun of him for actually enjoying the film. It was when Iron Man died, right? That's when the waterworks got started. I cried to Arcane, third Percy Jackson series, and the Hunger Games books. I also cried when rewatching that one episode of Dun Dun Dun, season 1 with the mother. Okay, this is gonna be a hot take. Never tell Maria this. I think it's incredibly, incredibly sad and a really well done episode, and I love the Oh, also battle bus. So maybe it does just change every match. I thought it was really, really sad. I don't know if I would ever cry to it. Which again, I said I don't cry to a lot of pieces of media. I think I didn't cry to Marvel. Me neither. I think saying Marvel is what makes it funnier in my head. Saying not like, oh, he died when Tony Stark died, be like, oh, he cried at a Marvel movie. Which socially is just a funny thing. Because I think nowadays we have the concept of like new Marvel movies being, what they are. But Arcane, I'm trying to remember. Not if I cried, because I can tell you I didn't. I'm trying to remember if there's a point where I would cry though. Because I have a lot of things where I'm like, oh, if this like caught me in the right mood, waterworks, right? I didn't cry the first time, but the second time, no one having made it worse. It wasn't like sobbing, but I teared up. I can see that. Like, almost definitely I can see that actually. Because it is really, really sad. It's also really beautiful, right? Which is another part of like storytelling, is showing. I don't want to describe how I feel about it, but there are a lot of things where I think are just trying to be sad because it's sad. Like, okay, it will be like, oh, someone is moving away, like a main character from a show, let's say, is like moving away, and I've never felt the urge to cry from that, unless they show like, oh, it's actually like kind of a good thing almost that this is happening. I cried at the end of season 2, and Callie started coming up to cheer me, and I had to try to push her away because I couldn't see the TV. Callie's fat ass. No, I can't watch like sad things. I can't watch anything with like my animals in the room. They will like genuinely try and ruin it for me. Like, I swear, I know they don't have like the ability to like tell fiction and whatnot. But in the moments of me watching like the saddest thing ever, and I'm watching like someone's brother bleed out to death, and then my cat Zeke starts like pawing at my door and screaming and crying and begging for me to let him in, I'm like, no, he knows what he's doing right now. Like, he's not unaware of what's happening. I just get angry when characters move away. Like, bro, what the fuck? yeah, like I was saying, it can be like really sad and like impactful, but I just almost never feel that way. It's almost always like, oh, okay. Um, but you know what? Ignoring literally everything I just talked about, or actually no, this falls in within the range of what I was saying. Of like, if it's done well and it shows like some beauty behind it all, is the ending to Gravity Falls. When I finished Gravity Falls, I remember the very strong feelings I had. It was very rough. God, that gun's insane, by the way, the Hollow Rush SMG. I mean, you saw the fire rate on that. It's unmatched. Okay, let's get all this. Take a better AR. But no, the end of Gravity Falls, I was a mess. I was in tears. Man, this gun's great. I'm gonna be sure to keep this on me. It was like very much a thing of like they're moving away and they're like leaving behind this like new life they've built and like all these adventures that they've had because they have to go home. And I think that's a concept that like really I think makes me sad. And I'm not sure like what it is like that I've experienced in my life that makes me like so attached to that idea of, well, it's sad because they're leaving even though really they kind of could just stay. I know as I'm crying tries to cheer me up. Oh, that's sweet, but not during Arcane. You're right. Mini TV in the kitchen. I don't think we realized it was the end because it wasn't the Phantom as a kid. I just love the show. Yeah, it was. I think it was also tough because of the specific wording they use in the letter at the end, where it says "See you next summer," and you're like, oh, "Okay, we're going to see these characters again, right?" Assumedly, next summer. Oh my gosh, I am struggling. I'm so frustrated with myself right now. I'm so frustrated with myself. I could have easily killed them. Literally wouldn't have even been close. Um, but I was stupid and was like, I just want a shotgun kill instead of using my SMG for the 30th time. It wouldn't have literally even been close. I could have gotten them. I'm so frustrated. Yeah, but them saying like the thing of, oh, see you next summer. A lot of people were like, oh, okay, there's going to be like some kind of like break for the show. And then we're going to come back with a season 3. And then I think like the announcements came out of like, hey, Alex Hirsch actually isn't in plans to continue the series. And then there was all of what do you call it? The theorists being like, oh, this is part of what he does. He wants us to think that it's done, but in reality, we're gonna see it come back very soon. But it never did come back, which honestly, I think is good. There's too many things that we're seeing come back or like get rebooted or get like another sequel or another series, another season. I, as a really big fan of Gravity Falls, hope we never see it again. And it's terrible to say because I love it. I do. I love it. I don't ever want to see another season or even like a mini movie. I don't want anything to come out for it. Another episode or another match with the battle bus. Just because we've spent the time in the world. We got the ending, right? Uh I don't feel like there's any points in the show that need to come back or to be elaborated upon. They they closed it up nicely. Which is why I kind of hope we never see it again. Same thing, Steven Universe. Love Steven Universe. Possibly one of the most. I would watch another season. Oh, I would watch it too, and I would love it, and I would eat it up. Right, like a pig going to slop. I would be like, oink oink, give it to me, and I would love it. It would be amazing, and I would have such a good time with it. But also, I would recognize. I mean, even if it's not needed, oh for sure. Like, I think the one thing I could see them doing, and I forget what they called it, but it was where like Dipper and Mabel would do like a little mini adventure, and it'd be done through the perspective of a camcorder. I can see them maybe doing more of those, because that's a very like Disney thing, is like doing little miniseries. We saw them do it with like a couple of animated shows. I feel like every time I go on Disney Plus, they're doing a miniseries for a previously existing IP. So I could definitely see them doing that. But again, I would of course watch it. Again, I loved Gravity Falls. It took over my life. It was amazing. But they would have to do something really spectacular for whatever new series or season to end, and I go, wow, that was like really good and needed. They would have to do some really hard work for that. That honestly, I don't think is super realistic to expect. Um, like even when Steven Universe like Future happened, 'cause remember, I think it was like Steven Universe ended, and then there was the movie, and I was like, oh, like Big Hero 6 Mini. The anime show was so good. Yeah, there's some shows that like really do benefit from the treatment of it. And I mean, you're a huge fan, so I can assume you can attest to the quality of it. But I think like 95% of the time, it just doesn't get that right. Where is the guy right below me? Ooh, that was scary. Okay. The mini Baymax series made me mad. Yeah, that was another one they did on Disney Plus. Um, like, I don't think. Again, it's not impossible to make a good like mini series or sequel thing, but it is really tough when you've kind of wrapped up the story with a nice, pretty bow, and you go, "Oh, just kidding," because I have more ideas and want to make a little bit more money. And I was saying, even like Steven Universe, I love Steven Universe. The movie, and I can say this after it's been years since I've watched it. Maybe if I rewatched it, my mind would change. Was not super necessary. I think one of the biggest reasons we got Future was as like is Cupid Hero is barely in it. Oh, I thought he was like not in it at all. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of clips of it, but everything I do see, he's not even like mentioned. I don't want Baymax. Yeah. Like, no offense to Baymax. He's not even like a guy. Like, Baymax is a robot. Which I know they're literally the whole point of so many stories is like the robots have feelings too. But I'm like, it's a robot. Like, let's be real for a second here. The robots are not usually the most interesting characters. It's usually the people and how they are affected by the robot and how the robot is affected by them. That is much more of a compelling story. Rift Anomaly. Rifts have spawned across the whole map. We're going to actually use one of these right here. After credit scenes for one of them, and then last episode, none of the other characters in it, just here in Baymax. Yeah, I actually want to get your opinion on this. I hate when a show is brought back and they are not able to bring back the voice actors. And if character was even canceled, I would even if a voice actor was canceled, to me, just don't bring it back. Like, it's cool. Like, I agree. You shouldn't employ this voice actor again. And this is very high horse of me. I understand you don't want to give the voice actor any more spotlight for the controversial thing they did or whatever it was. And I agree that you should not give them any more work. But also, don't just start the new show or whatever and replace the voice actor and be like, yep, this is just how this is. Because I'm always going to notice it, and every single time I'll go, wow, I hate this. And again, it's very stupid and doesn't actually matter. This is a fake problem. Wait, I want to get kills. Let me out. There's even an example. Oh, they did have most of them? That actually, I'm not kidding, that shocks me. What? There's someone shooting at me. Okay. We're gonna head over here, I think it was. You guys, what is going on with me today? It depends on where the VA is or who. I agree with that. Like, I had a show. We're gonna do one more match of this, and we might switch to something else. It was like a side character. I don't care what main character. Yes, actually, I agree with this. I fully take back what I said. If a side character who is not like super detrimental to the plot changes, awesome. I don't really care. Like if I'm being real, I go, I notice it. I go, oh, that's not the same person, and that's kind of where the thought ends. But if a character who is in at least 95% of the episodes changes the VA, I'm going to notice it, and I almost never will like it, even if I recognize they do a better job, because in my head, I'm used to the voice that you originally hear, right? And I think this is a thing. I forget what it's called. Maybe it's called first exposure bias or something. Um, where like the first rendition of a thing will always be like your favorite. Fred and Wasabi got replaced, but no one else in Big Hero 6. See, I don't even remember who Wasabi is. I'm gonna be honest with you. Stan Lee's in that movie? Who is Stan Lee in Big Hero 6? I, up until right now, had no idea he was in those movies. Like, no, let me actually lower the chat a little more. Let's have the chat be right there. Okay. Yes? Well, who is he? He's Fred's dad. Do we meet Fred's dad? I thought we met... I know we met his little butler. I had no idea, unless that was his dad and I just thought it was his butler. Okay, I haven't seen Big Hero 6 in full since like 2000... Shoot, I don't know actually. It was probably when it came out, if I'm being real. I don't think I've seen it in full since release. I mean, maybe I've seen it once. Like, right? Like maybe I was watching a Big Hero 6, all the way through because I was watching my little sister, brother, cousin, or someone, and they had it playing and I watched it with them. But it's been a long time since I've watched it. Which is honestly the case for like most Disney movies for me. I kind of watch them once and like, that's it. I don't really need a second watch through. Okay, we're gonna fly away in hopes of not dying right now. What kind of gun is this? I want it. Oh, it's the fucking... I literally had the thought as I was flying down, I was like, oh, I just hope it's not the arc lightning gun. Like any other purple gun and I'll be like pretty pumped about it. Okay, so we killed him. Arc lightning gun isn't even like truly terrible. I'm just really not a fan of it for whatever reason. We're gonna organize our inventory a little bit here. Okay, we killed him. Oh wait, do you have more shockwaves? I want them. Okay, huge. This is going pretty well. I know there's more gunfire, but I don't know where it was. get this. Oh, there's a door, but whatever. Okay. And we'll keep it for now, I guess, but um the second we find a Deadeye assault rifle, we're switching though. Okay. Oh, webcam off? Good looking out. I'm sure there's a way to fix my webcam setup and have it not turn itself off all the time, but I don't know what that solution would be. Okay, we're going to switch to a different game now. They find a superhero-like layer and it's Fred's dad. I do not remember this. I'm closing Fortnite really quick because I don't want to get another copyright strike because I got one before and that was really lame. Or not a copyright strike. What do you call it? No, maybe it is called a strike. Okay. Am I crazy or does my camera look weird? Is it OBS tripping or am I tripping? Oh, my OBS is like all fucked up right now. Oh no. Yeah, this is all messed up. Okay. Um that did not fix it at all. Why is it doing this? What? What it's basically doing is like does it really look fine? Now I just mess it up. It doesn't look because on no, this looks weird. You're like pranking me or something. This looks weird. No, is it fixed now? I'm long now? Okay, I'm gonna say pineapple. When I said pineapple, how does it look? Does it look normal? Or is it oblong in any direction? Then you were stretched. But when I said pineapple, we're chilling, right? I need to make sure because on my like on my normal thing it looks good. And then oh you sent me an image. Okay, so it looks good. It looks fine. Awesome. Not long anymore. Sweet. I don't know what's going on, but my cursor is like not being properly tracked on OBS. It's now like offset by like 2 inches. You said pineapple looks the same as screen. Okay, perfect. Uh, okay. Well, that was interesting. Oh, my mouse is fixed now. My webcam changed again. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We are going to do this, and we are going to transform. Stretch the screen. This is a very quick, temporary thing. Maybe it looks fine for you guys, but it's driving me crazy looking at it. Uh, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, Fleabag, can I mod you? I saw that. I don't know how to that works on YouTube. Oh my gosh, I keep hitting the wrong button. No, wait, I am hitting the right button. Oh my god, room. Yeah, you get a little bit of a better view of it. Um, that's not how that's supposed to work. One Piece flag? Yeah, yeah, I love that flag. I have it up all the time now. Um, so OBS might be just shitting the bed right now, which really sucks. Um, because it won't let me crop my cam anymore. Yeah, it's doing what it's doing now. On YouTube, I forgot. Did I hit? I think I might have hit a button at some. Oh, wait, yeah, I definitely hit a button at some point that messed up everything. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? How do I fix this? How do I fix this? Are you holding alt? Yeah, that's what I'm holding alt. And now it's doing this weird thing. Whereas before it was working like totally normally whenever I would do alt. One second. Now we're gonna have to do some tech checks. What if you remove the source and re-add it? Let me do that. You're probably right. Delete. Yep. Sorry guys, I'm gonna be gone for 2 seconds here. Video capture. Okay. It's back. Oh, you know what? I bet it just fixed itself. I think you're entirely right. Yep, that did it. Awesome. Would you look at that? I don't know how I had it before. Does that look right? Obviously, let me scale it down a little. Okay. Huge. We're good. Got the camera all set back up again. Okay, that stopped me from actually looking at what game I want to do next. We're going to go to desktop here. We're gonna look at games. Mystery look? What? What's happening? Mystery look. Mystery wow, mystery wow, mystery wow, mystery wow, mystery look. Are you saying that's me talking to you right now? Because it's true. But is that what you're implying when you're doing that? Oh, you're doing emotes. I have my chat thing on like on my phone, but it's not like Twitch chat. It's like a weird like third party source. And so I just saw like the written text for mystery wow, and I was like, what? Like what does this mean? Mystery look? And I thought you were making fun of me because I was like, "Oh, how does this look? How does this look? Is it okay now?" But I see those are gifs. Are they gifs? They're not even moving on my screen. Oh, emotes. Oh, okay. I was about to say what? Okay. Let's go ahead and pick a game. It can't be super long. I want to do something that's kind of quick, something kind of fun. What's Flash? Now I'm curious. So you have Cry, Flash. Wait, there's so many. So there's Look, Flash, Scream, Cry, Mad, Yay. I can see the emotes. They're here. Oh, what? Um, Fleabag. What's another like daily game? or like a little web browser game I could do to just pass the time as we wrap things up here. 'Cause I feel like there's a pretty popular option or something fun that I'm not thinking of. Um, but I honestly have no idea what it would be. Let's see here. Maybe I should have just done another round of Fortnite, but it's too late now. We're out of it. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna show you guys a game that I used to spend a lot of time on. Like, this was my game for a really long time. Fix that here. Let's do window capture, or sorry, game capture, specific game. Um, it should show up in just a moment here. Okay, hopefully you guys can see it now. Uh, this is Super Auto Pets, which is a game I saw from watching Ludwig stream. Let me turn it down a little bit. Okay. Uh, do you want emote for whenever? No. This game, I remember having so much fun on. We're gonna play with the turtle pack because I haven't played in a long time. I play Genshin and Genshin only. I'm considering getting back into Genshin, and I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to get you too excited for it, but I am thinking about it. So this is Super Auto Pets. I really like this game. I used to spend so much of my life on it. Can you play Hateful Boyfriend? I'm assuming you mean Hateful Boyfriend, but maybe it is Hatoful. Okay, so this game here. You have gold, which is your currency. It resets at the start of every turn. You start with 10 every time. You have 5 life. If you reach 0, you lose. The number of terms you've been through. This is how many wins you've gotten. And like to get 10 wins is like to actually beat a run. And each thing has its own little ability. There's different characters, or sorry, animals, and there's items you can use. So what I'm going to do is this. We're going to put the horse because if something is summoned, it's going to get a perk. Well, let me do this. Okay. So you see here, and you could freeze things, which allows for it to stay into the next round. We have a horse, and that's going to give any summoned creature a +1. And once the ant dies, it's going to give something +1, and it's going to summon another creature. Will be the Elden Aliens. Yeah, you can't pick your own names. Hatoful. I mean, shoot, I'll play it. Let me know if the music's too loud. That was terrible, and we lost immediately. I didn't even pay attention. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, kill it. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah, let me know if the game is too loud or anything. But let me do this. We're gonna make you a little stronger. Make you a level 2, which whenever you level up a thing, it gives you a animal from like the next level. Cost money. Well, if it's like $5 or less, you know, fuck it, we ball. Look at that. We are killing it. I love this game. I used to play so often. So this was like my title for the longest time. We're gonna get a horse here. We're going to just re-roll. Wait, this is... The spider is better than the cricket, and it took me a really long time to figure that out. You can't hear music, but you can hear the game sounds. There's not a lot of music, I guess. I didn't even notice there's not even shop music. I've never noticed that. Okay, so it looks like we're going to do a summon build, which includes summoning a lot of creatures, if you couldn't tell. So we're actually going to sell this. We're going to do sheep, sheep, and then we're going to sell our cricket and get a spider. And all this seems ridiculous and whatever. Trust me, this was my go-to build. Let me turn off the fast, but I will turn on autoplay. Because I feel like fast is a little too fast. Okay, so these... Okay, just kidding. This is too slow. So basically, we have a bunch of things that when they die, it's going to bring in another animal. And when another animal is brought in, the horse is making them stronger. That's like the best way I could describe it. Or like describe what's happening right here. So you see, we gave the sheep a honey pot. So now when this dies, it's going to summon 3 things, which will all get buffed by our now level 2 horse. Oh man, I love the parrot. I don't use it very often. We're going to freeze copy ability from the nearest pet ahead. It's level 1 until the next turn. It's very interesting. We will not take either of those actually. And you know what? No, we're going to keep the salad bowls frozen. I'm realizing now I should put the ant in the front, which is a lesson learned. This is bad for us because it has garlic, so it's taking less damage, which means it takes out our entire team. That really blows. Okay. So. Unfreeze, swap. Let's buff our animals. Let's buff our animals again. And then we will do this again. Okay. I love the little eating sounds. It's very satisfying. Damn it, they keep killing my horse, who is the basis of the entire thing I'm doing. Okay. There are animals that are better than the horse. We just haven't gotten any of them. Sort of battle. Just gonna keep doing this, because nothing great has come along. Okay, now this is another option. Is the dog, which this gets stronger when another thing is summoned, whereas this makes summon things stronger, right? 2 sides of the same coin. So, well, actually, I guess for the sake of what we just did, we will actually do this. Oh, canned food is great. In fact, I wish I did that instead. Okay. Damn it, we lost both of our horses. This run is literally nothing without its horses, right? Okay, yeah, we just lose terribly. Whatever, that sucks. Ooh. Okay. We're going to do this. Do that. We are... Oh, we take both of these. In fact, I should have done that before I got the dog, but whatever. And I actually meant to freeze the, Man, I did that really, really poorly. Okay. This is... Okay. We didn't immediately lose our horse. Or the dog, which is great. Because, like I said, they are essential to anything happening in this run. Okay. So now, what we will do is make our dog stronger. Okay. We give a pet +1 experience, which we're going to make it the sheep. In terms of like summon builds, the fly is like in my head, probably one of the best things you could get. Okay. Oh, they're doing this build. I don't know what you call it, but I hate playing against it. Because it's basically just like a bunch of suicide bombers. Yeah. Woof. Real. Front ahead attacks, start of battle, start of demo. Okay. Unfreeze. At this rate, we drop the ant. We do pick up the fly. With the fly, we're going to give it some chocolate. Reroll. We're going to freeze both of these. Reroll another fly. Okay. I think I see our plan of attack. So we are going to actually drop this. We're going to give ourselves the shark. And this is what we will stick with for now. And we will re-roll. So of getting another Dino Dance, Dino Dance. Oh, I keep forgetting I have to like actually go and look at it. Here. That's exactly what it sounded like. I don't know what I expected actually. Let's end our turn with that. Okay. Oh wow, it does like slow-mo. Our entire run is ruined. That's it. It's game over. Man, that was so upsetting. Yeah, there was no opportunity to win that. We're gonna try again. We're gonna start this with 3 pigeons, which I swear are new. We're gonna be submissive monks. I like that name. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna lose round 1, which is whatever. I used to have a strategy where I'd basically exclusively play like this, where I would just have things that are like good for selling, because these all have like sell perks, right? And I used to do that like exclusively. We lose because it summons another cricket. Damn it. Okay. But now we do get a we are going to make a very strong swan. Right? That's what this is, a swan? Yeah. So what strategy do I want to do? Let's do that. Make the swan a little better. Reroll again. Otter to make the swan a little better. I should have done it onto this otter, but whatever. Crab, reroll, take another otter. Okay. This is not going to end well for us. Yep. Damn it. See, that's what a good faint build looks like. The nearest friend ahead. So we're basically going to try and make the dodo our strongest. Or, sorry, the crab our strongest. Let's reroll again. And the way we're going to make that crab strong is by making our swan strong. Basically, if we make these two really strong, so if we give this a lot of health and give this a lot of attack, these will just become stronger because of their abilities. We finally won one. Only took forever and a half. end our turn with that. So we should actually win this one. Oh, let me stop covering it here. Okay. Now we will do this. Just make everything big and strong. Freeze the salad again. Ooh, we could get another swan to start. We will buy the second swan for now. Not a great... Okay, we lose this one. Oh, just kidding. We are kind of the best to do it. Honestly, I am going to finish this. And then... Let's see here. Okay. Once we finish this up, we'll probably wrap up the stream here. I realize I did that in a very poor manner. I love this. The deer is kind of amazing. Okay, we lost, and we only have one life remaining, one health, if you will. This is not a great look. We're actually going to unfreeze because we don't necessarily need that. And you're also kind of useless. Yeah, let's drop... Sell the crab. Let's... Ooh, you know what? I have a... Okay, I see the path. We sell everything. Then we sushi. Oh, it's give 3 random pets. So we'll get... I was right the first time. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, whatever. It's okay, you guys. It's okay. This will all work. We're probably going to lose here anyways, so it's okay. Yep. That was it. Awesome. What a good run of this game. I'm... You know what I think would be a fun way to finish off the stream is with the best thing that you can play starting all the way back in probably 2006. And that is, of course, going to be... Wait, let me get it set up here. Close that. Open this. Cool math games. And I'm sure many of you did, also grow up with cool math games. It was the thing to play, right? It was very rare. Dare I say, I've never met someone who had not played it at all. Like at any point in their life. Everyone, I think, has given it a chance, right? Because it would honestly, truly be crazier if that wasn't the case. It is a monument of gaming. Cool math games. I know, it's amazing. You see, they have different things. They have Run, which I remember Run. I remember really liking Run. Rectangle Block 1. I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about Block Swords, which I'm not even seeing in the top 10, which is a shame. See, we have Run 3. We have Papa's Freezeria. They have Suika game in here. They have chess. I don't really know how to play chess. I know the fundamentals. Tiny Fishing. I think this one got big after my time. This is just a mobile game. This is GeoGuessr. This is Hangman. Fire Boy and Water Girl, that's a classic. This is another mobile game. It does look weird now. Like it low key. Oh, let me fix the camera here. I heard it turn off. Okay. Camera should be back on. There we go. Okay. Cool math games. We're we're gonna actually go ahead and start with. You know what? You brought up Bloxburgers. I I refuse to not start with that one right now. Let's do it. See this? They have what is ads? Or I assume there's supposed to be an ad here. It would. Oh, PMOs piss me off. So I was like looking and thinking like, what does that mean? Watch. Holy wow, that's loud. Let me turn that down. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't. Okay. 1 second. We're gonna have to adjust this actually in OBS here. I don't know how insanely loud it is for you guys now that I fixed it. It was mental for me. Okay. I have to watch an ad to go full screen. How much is premium access? Let's look. Oh, I'd have to like actually put in info. Never mind. Yeah, an ad for big screen. Is this insane? That is probably the like peak of greed I've ever seen from like a company. It's not even like you're getting a new feature or something. It's hey, you can do the thing that used to be a thing and has always been a thing if you pay a little bit. I said, let me know if the audio is a little too loud. I just had to turn it down even more in my own ears. But I don't know the furthest I ever gotten this because I remember there was a this is not a great start. Boom. And we're getting there's another ad. The ads aren't working. But it's telling me that there's all these ads happening. Maybe I'm just used to the rose tinted glasses now. I swear there were no ads before. I want to say there was maybe one, like literally one, but even that I'm like, I feel like it wasn't even an ad that would always be there. Yeah. Oh, there were never ads in between levels. Absolutely not. A game that I'm actually curious to see if it's still on here is Papa's like the Papa's games, like uh Papa's Freezeria, Cupcakeria, Pizzeria obviously is a classic. Because I know those games actually got like I mean obviously they were big, but I remember learning that they got to such a level of success that it was a thing of like oh, I see what it wants from me. Okay. Um yeah, I did make it. I was struggling. Um Rough start. Uh I think the Papa's games like blew up. And so the reason I say I don't think it's on Cool Math Games anymore is because I remember looking on the App Store once, like maybe like 4 years ago, and I saw that it was a game, but you paid for it. It was like $4 for like one of them. So I'm like, I don't know if Cool Math Games now offers these games for free, considering they, reached such a level of success that they were charging real money for it. To me, for yeah, I know. Like, again, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not doing any research to back this, but it seems I keep making the same mistake. Let's. So I think the way you win this one is to start. Okay, there we go. Another level. What the? So is it a level every two ads? I'm sorry. Is it an ad every two levels? Because that is greed beyond even what cable does. Like, I don't think last time I saw a football game, it didn't have this many ads in it. And I don't watch a lot of football games. That was just a stupid start. I don't know why I did that at all. No, I remember the amount of frustration I held for like most of these levels, largely because I was a dumb kid. Um, what did I just do? So I have to end up like this, there. So that would be, boom. Just kidding, I was wrong. You make me want to play. Yeah, it's definitely one of those games. I feel like I'm doing the ad right now of when you see people play a game poorly, and you're like, well, I know I'm better than that. And so it makes you inspired to play the game yourself. Um, wait, this is hard. I'm like, why can't I remember the solution to this right now? Because I think you utilize this space here, but I just can't quite remember how you do so. And then this allows you to. I'm so mad at myself. Um, I don't know why I made such a stupid mistake. You see, now I'm like a pro. I get what needs to be done. Uh oh. Wait, how am I supposed to use this? Like, is this actually useful? Because it's not like it allows me to hit this at a different angle. Is it? No. Go around? Oh, wait. I don't know if this is what you meant when you said go around. But am I supposed to end up? Oh! Okay, it's fine. I know how to get that done. That's easy. Um, there we go. This is it, right? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Let me not fuck this up for myself. Okay. Nope. I had it for myself and then I ruined it. Ah! Crying. I'm more upset about it than you are. I promise. Okay. So we got here. And then your goal is to end up standing at that point, which I think you achieve with that. Yes. Okay. Another ad? This is crazy. This is insane, the amount of ads they're putting in here. Do they have no shame, no honor? Like, genuinely, I used the comparison of talking about, um, what do you call it? Like cable? This is worse than cable. Use spacebar to toggle between the two. Well, in that case, we'll just set ourselves up for an easy win there. Alan, how's it going, man? It's good to see you. Um, oh no. Okay. Terrible start. Okay, that's fine. We do this. We do this. What? Oh, do I have to stand up on it? Shit. So I need to stand there, which I fundamentally do understand. No, I just did the same thing. Stand there. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Uh, because I remember what to do, I think. Nope, I'm off. I need to stand on that one. So it'd be like that. Okay. Huge. Make it space down. Join down. This is good. We are making progress. Oh my gosh. Okay. We split it. This is the easy part. Maybe this isn't easy at all. Wait, can we not just... Oh, at this point, it's just positioning. Wait, shoot. Okay, I'm standing there, so I need to stand on that one. So that would look... Oh, wait. I can still just do this. I didn't even think of that. I'm playing this now? Yes. Yes. Oh, am I crazy? Is it an add a level? Because at first it was like, I think I played 3 levels, no ads. Then I think it was 2 levels, no ads. And I swear it's been an add a level since. Okay. Cool math games has... Oh. So you want to avoid hitting the circle, which is fine. And honestly, doesn't seem hard to deal with. Um, so what? You start with this. Okay, so you need to completely avoid hitting the circle because it gets rid of a ledge you need to win. Oh, that's... Okay. Um, let's see. So no circle. You know what? Give me 1 second. I have a call to pick up here. Oh, my thing turned off again. Turn it off, turn it back on. It looks like the camera died. Isn't that something? Okay, let's really quick turn off the camera function. 1 second, I've got a call to pick up. I'm gonna be right back, you guys. Pinky promise. I am back. Okay. So, in order, I okay. I actually do see what needs to happen. I can go in the circle. I just have to make sure when I go on it, I'm vertical. So we'll position ourselves with this. What? I thought you had to be. So you can't touch it at all. Which is good to know. Oh man, I don't know. I don't even remember the path I took to get here. What a bummer. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we're going to that's what I did last time and it didn't work. Yep, okay, I see it. Wait, just kidding? So we're standing here. So we need to make it so we're laying here. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's be careful not to mess this up for ourselves. Um, you caught up? Are you serious? You're making me look like a child. You got your ass handed to you in Mario Kart. Um, what do you think of World? Because I remember we used to play 8 a lot. I don't hate World. Um, I'm just messing up. It's the only cool math game I'd play. This one's pretty good. This one I think holds up against the test of time really well. Um, yeah, what do you think of World? Because you're like a Mario Kart guy. Or have you played World? I guess is my first question. Because I really like Deluxe. Like I even got into like time trials for a very brief period of time, but I got into it. Um, and now that we have World, I'm honestly like, I kind of just miss Deluxe. Even though there is a lot of cool. So I need to be standing there. I don't think you can be standing there. I'm stuck on our last level. Good, that makes me feel better. I was so shamed by how quickly you had caught up. I keep getting here, but what does that do for me? It's in my head, so I need to be standing there. It's fun, but it doesn't have the same punch Deluxe had, even though majority of the content came from DLC. I am the Mario guy, correct? Again, I don't hate it, but it feels slower, and I feel like you did it. Awesome. Good luck. Yeah, I hopefully the ads give me enough buffer to uh get somewhat of a lead. Okay, fuck me. Um, but okay, I need to lock in. Again, I really did have fun with World. But to me, it feels a little silly that they had such a perfect formula, especially with like in regards to movement, and they did nothing to preserve it. I'm like, they already knocked it out of the park. Why are they trying to reinvent it? I will never forgive them for getting rid of Funky Kong as well. Like, what are we doing? We got rid of Funky Kong for unnamed snowman. Like, I think they loved the idea of making it like a Mario Kart Ultimate in the way that Smash Ultimate was, and it ended up with us having the game that we were playing today, which is super disappointing. Okay, huge. Wait, I might have just trapped us. Okay. Now this is where we come here. Oh, why did I do that? I'm so upset. Fuck my Chungus life. Oh my god, I hate this game. 150 feels a little slow. Fun game for sure. Yeah, like I never played Melee. Um, but from the way people talk about it, I imagine they feel the same way about Melee that I feel about Brawl. Or sorry, they feel the same way about Melee that I feel about Mario Kart World, which is that they had a really good system with everything kind of already set up, and then they made a much slower, less interesting game to move around in. Um, so what I need to do, so I need. Sorry, I was talking about Mario Kart, but I gotta lock in here. Uh, what I need is to be. So I'm standing there. So I need to get standing at that point, which actually shouldn't be that difficult. "2017 launch." Yes. Which, you know what? It is fair to bring that up because I'm judging it not based off of Mario Kart 8, but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because that in my head is the standard. Um, so I guess credit where credit is due. I suppose there's some work that could be done to um, World to make it as good as 8. But honestly, the movement needs to be like totally redone. I also just did it. How about that? How about that? Oh, the DLC is finished. You got 96 Jax. Yeah, World in comparison has literally nothing in it. You did it first. That's not true. I don't believe you. And you know what? I did with my copy of 8 Deluxe, and I'm really upset about it actually. I sold my Switch because I was like, oh, let me do a nice thing, give it to some dad who wants to buy it for his kid or whatever. Give him a good deal. And I sold like my everything. I sold. I don't even know if I have my. Did I sell my Pro controller? No, no way. Wait, sorry. I'm looking at this in real time. Did I sell my Switch Pro controller to that guy? Oh gosh, I really hope I didn't. That thing's expensive. Holy crap, I think I did. Okay. Well, I sold my copy of 8 Deluxe as well as sold my Switch. Turns out I sold my uh I'm a mess now. I sold my Pro controller. Maybe it's laying around here somewhere, but I'm thinking about it and I'm like I almost definitely sold it to that guy. Um so I need to be standing there. Fuck. It's fine. World is fun. I grind the KO tour, but Jesus, these online lobbies try me. Also, now we can't play Smash. Wait, why can't we play Smash? Wait, what happened with Smash? Am I missing something? Um. Oh yeah, I sold my Switch. But I have a digital copy of my Switch. I'm sorry. I have a digital copy of Ultimate, which I now have on my Switch too. Man, I am struggling on this one. So I need to stand. Oh, yeah. I think it's important in this game to focus on what it means to stand in a certain spot. Oh, I'm dumb. What am I doing? Yeah, I haven't hopped on Ultimate in forever. At this point, it's probably been over 2 years since I've actually played. Um, so I need to be standing here. Just kidding. I need to be standing here. Let's go. I'm on stage 15. What do you want, Fleabag? What do you want? I'm on stage 15. God, no one does it like me. Okay. Wait. What? Oh. Oh, I fucked up. Okay. So you need to stay separated. 13? I remember when I was on stage 13, like 38 minutes ago. Kind of forgot about stage 13 if I'm being totally honest. Okay. I gotta lock in. Oh, wait. No, this is even hard. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. It is becoming a little bit of a nightmare with all these ads. I'm really curious how much the premium is. That might have to be something I check out. Um, what on earth are you supposed to do there? Because you can't go in any one direction here. You die. I am so confused. Ah, I see. Son of a bitch, you're kidding. Okay. So we have to line up that way. We line up that way. Then we do this. We line up this way. And then this part's easy. Let's go. What do you want, Fleabag? I'm on 17. We gotta catch up. Okay. Wait, what does that do? Ah, I see. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So I need to end up. Oh. So you need that. But we don't go for that bottom max. Is the vibe I'm getting. This is tough. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, it's fine. Because this one's actually not super complicated. So let me, you know what, we're gonna beat this level, and we're gonna call the stream there. I don't want to spend too much of my life on this. No. Okay, it's fine. Okay, we're gonna get this, and it's not even that hard. Like, it really isn't. It's just a matter of like playing it right and not making stupid mistakes. I didn't just lose something again, did I? Oh, I did. Okay. 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 We are locking in, and we are getting this done. Wait, no. Wait, how does that help us? Wait, am I crazy? This seems like it doesn't help at all. I feel like there's something I have to be missing. Is there another raised platform I need? Okay, I just messed up, but I can fix it. Fuck this game? Yeah. This is the worst. Ah, I see. So it only works after a little swap has happened. Okay. So we just have to position ourselves. So I need to end up standing there. So this should do it. Yes! I made it to your stage though? Not anymore. I'm not on that one. I finished it. It was easy, actually, once I figured it out. The pattern and the science and the math behind it. I am going to go ahead and call it there on stage 18. I honestly can't quite remember. Take a screenshot so I can come back to this. Ooh, excuse me. We'll go ahead and end the stream there. Here you'll find my socials. You're supposed to be able to see me right here, but the camera did die, which is a little bit of a bummer for sure. Let me go ahead and not forget to do this. And this needs to actually end up going to the bottom there. Okay, perfect. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys coming by and checking out this stream. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you later. Have a good one.